So this is our VBOX HD2 track package, and part of this kit we're going to install, we've got the main VBOX HD2 data logger, our new mini OLED display, OBD dongle, 2 cameras, 2 mounts, microphone, GNSS antenna, unterminated power supply, and our roll bar mount for the main unit itself. The first thing we're going to install is this secure mount for VBOX HD2, which prevents it from flying around with the car on track. So we'll get that fitted to the roll bar. Just need to make sure that when this is fitted, that we've got enough clearance to fit the cables when the VBOX is fitted. Otherwise we don't want it fouling on the roll bar or the car bodywork. Ain't going anywhere. Secure. Yeah, bare wire connection, so it's nice and secure. So we've got power and ground. I know that this yellow and orange wire is 12 volts and the black's ground, so we're going to use this. This is a switch live as well, so when the driver turns the switch off, that'll turn the VBOX off as well, so we don't drain the battery. Yeah, I mean the whole roof's metallic, so that's perfect for stopping additional signals bouncing up from underneath and causing interference. We don't have to worry about that on this car. Some cars you do, with fiberglass bodywork and whatnot.
What would you do in those instances?
You can use aluminium tape. You can put some tape on the inside of the roof directly underneath the antenna, and that will work. I just don't want the antenna cable rubbing on any metal surfaces, because if the antenna loses connection, then you don't get any data or video. Just going to double check it's not pinching. Should be all right. Well, I was thinking forward facing, it's nice to have a central view, yeah. So we'll do that here, but then this one we could go here, we can see the driver.
Yeah, it's quite nice to see the steering wheel and stuff.
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
Is that, or do you go A-pillar because it's wide enough angle, you still get the steering wheel?
Or, I mean, even there you're still going to see the driver, and then if you needed to turn it around, you can get a clear view out the back.
I think that's a
yeah.
Idea.
So these are little plastic Jubilee clips, called Plus clips. They're really good. But just so they don't break, they are made of plastic. That's not going anywhere. So this enables us to point the camera, aim the camera, so we can have it aiming the driver, and then if we need to aim it out the back of the car, we can quickly turn it around for racing. This is one of our 1080p cameras, which we'll plug into the VBOX. This is our camera 2. So this is the driver facing or rearward facing camera, whichever one you want to use. And it's just a case of routing the cabling down to the HD2. We're going to go with a more central view for the forward facing camera, just so we can get a nice wide angle of both sides of the car. Shake the car with that. So we'll have a nice central driving view with this one, and then we can use our app to make sure it's straight and pointed in the right direction. So I've just connected to the HD2's Wi-Fi, and that will stream a live preview to my phone, and what that enables me to do is line up the cameras to make sure they're all straight and pointing in the right direction. So that's the next job, is make sure the cameras are straight and making sure that we can see clearly out the windscreen and we can clearly see the driver in the picture-in-picture video. Yep, so we're fitting the microphone. We're going to probably go for a central position. It'll pick up all the sound anyway, no matter where it is in the car, so just a case of making sure the cable's tidy. As part of the regulations, we need to log RPM, and we can also pull off a couple of other parameters from the car, such as throttle. And to do that, we're using our OBD dongle, which is a Bluetooth dongle, and that will pair with our HD2 and allow us to log that extra information from the car. And that just plugs into the OBD port here. So this is our new mini OLED. What this does primarily is show the driver a live delta time and delta speed via the two LEDs. What I've done for the install is actually repurpose the clock, so this should look quite nice when it's fitted to the car. So this is our Cab 81. It's a communication splitter, so we can plug in both serial and CAN devices. On the back of the HD2 there is only one communications port, so this cable allows us to plug in two devices into the one communications port. So we'll plug the OLED into the serial side, and then potentially some sensors at a later stage into the CAN side. Okay, now everything's in the right place, all that's left to do is plug everything in and get the box tested before our first outing, and then once that's all done and we're happy with how it's working, I'll go around and tidy up all these cable ties and make sure everything's tucked away, and we can make sure this excess cable's all neat and tidy. And that's it, and we should be done.